The CAWT Citizenship project really came about as a result of, I suppose, a need to offer people alternatives to traditional day care models of service.
This is the way to go. This really is the quality you can't measure.
We've seen people who have accessed a gym for the first time and made major changes to their lifestyle.
It's very hard to measure confidence, and it's very hard to measure hope. So when you hear firsthand the difference that a project has made for an individual in terms of their daily life, it gives you that sense of satisfaction, and you know that the money is making a real difference and that it's something that we should be continuing with in the future.
It's very much about the individual and giving them the opportunity and supporting them to do whatever it is that they want to do in life.
People with jobs, people have gone back to training, people have gone into education, people are volunteering. The sustainability of this project is all about these situations continuing.
It's about making people aware and empower people, allow them to understand that they can change reality.
One person said to me, you know, the day that I go to work is the best day of the week.
But we don't want pity, we want action. And the only way to get action is actually push the politicians, make them realise we're not going to sit down and take lying down no more.
We needed to work with our local communities and look about sort of making sure people were aware of the needs of people with disability, that things like access were in people's thinking and attitude. So what we did is we were very innovative. We wished to try a number of different things, from getting people together as a group who had disabilities and work with them in the local communities to get together, and they would sort of arrange a range of activities, from going to the cinema to the playhouse to leisure facilities together as a group. It's a long way to go. There's a cultural change for our staff, for our community and for our client and their families. But we feel it's fantastic, and we hope to bring that and integrate that into part of our everyday working. Since there's two major organisations involved in this, and this is Disability Action and MenCap.
When I read the tender documents initially, I felt that it was almost written for MenCap, because it mirrored very closely the values and the ethos and the philosophy of our organisation. We know that there are challenges out there, we know that it's not an easy journey, and part of the evaluation of this project will highlight that. But at the same time, we need to ensure that the individuals who want to ensure that they become a full part of their local communities have the support and the ability to do that.
Our agenda is modernisation, it's moving on, and this opportunity which was presented with this particular project suited us very well in terms of being able to test the water, to see what it meant to move outside our centres and to provide supports for individuals to access community in an appropriate way.
Well, I think the real reason behind investing the money in the CAWT initiatives was really a recognition that we have this geographical line that's drawn on a map, and depending on where you live in relation to that line has a direct and very profound impact in relation to the services that you can access.
Across the board, we have people who very much report increased confidence and increased independence and much better higher self-esteem and much greater sense of well-being. So people that take part in the social, the leisure and the work opportunities report that.
We're delighted to see how really there's been a significant change in people's lives as a result of a little bit of support to help them to really make a major change in their lives.
And you really can't measure someone's equality is people have been able to look about what their wishes are and their aspirations are in life.
Because really that funding is around improving the quality of life, breaking down those cross-border barriers, and really about long-term sustainability and prosperity for the communities.
People on the project are accessing a whole range of different activities from employment. We've heard of people that have successfully not just gained volunteer work, but that have actually succeeded in gaining permanent employment as a result of the project.
I wanted the job for independence and kind of financial independence to pay my way and get out and all that. Yeah.
Means getting people out of, as Anne-Marie said earlier, service land, getting people out and in as active members of their community, enabling them to be recognised as members of their community and ensuring that the community recognise these as people, as active members of community.
Our main focus is looking at the communities, but with that we have involved people with disabilities to get that message out. So for example, the Forum Theatre Disability Awareness Programme to promote disability awareness through a Forum Theatre production.
Impact Theatre is a project that we started a year ago in order to raise awareness for stories that comes from people with disabilities. It's a group of people, 9-10 people, that are gathering together and creating a process of getting to know each other, playing together, creating a safe space that they can share their experience and their stories and their life experience in a way, in order to bring those stories to the stage and to share them with the community.
Well, I suppose the sustainability will come from the impact that we leave behind. So for example, the people that we have engaged with through, for example, the Forum Theatre, maybe the young school children in schools, the lasting impact on them and their change in attitudes will have a huge impact, hopefully. Also, for example, the Change Little Change a Lot programme, the changes that organisations make now will benefit people with disabilities in the long run, and indeed it benefit the organisations who take part as well.
It is all about relationships, it's about knowledge, it's about education, it's about awareness.
And at the end of the day, if we don't have health within ourselves, we cannot be prosperous as a community.
So the overall project addresses all aspects of this problem that we're faced with in Irish society.